Hello, youth and parents. Hope this message finds you well. I have a challenge for students. Parents, you can jump in on this, help, guide, maybe do it yourself too. But I came across this thing that some youth groups are doing, and I thought, what a cool thing for our youth group to do. The idea was basically this. The youth group, the younger generation of the church, writes notes, letters, postcards to the older generation of our church. That is the basic premise. During this time of coronavirus, how cool would it be if we could show our love for the older folks in our church who have paved the way for us to be able to do ministry? What if we could reach out to them, show them that we love them, show that we care for them, and more than anything, provide connection where there is none, perhaps. So, I've tried to simplify this, made little signs. Here's the idea. Write a note on a note card, postcard, letter, something like that. I will be providing a list of names, probably in the description here, as well as in an email to parents. I will provide that list to you. But write to 3 or 4 either couples or single older folks in our church. And here's the deal. Number 1, you don't need to know them. You don't need to know them already. We're about creating connection right now, where perhaps it didn't exist, or perhaps bringing back a connection with somebody you already knew. So I've written out some notes for y'all just so you can follow these notes if this seems nerve-wracking to you or anything like that. So first, you don't need to know the person you're writing to. The first thing you'll want to do, especially if you don't, is you want to introduce yourself. You want to tell them who you are, maybe what grade you're in, kind of some basics about yourself, maybe about your family, pets, things that you'd like to do, just so they have an idea of who they're receiving a note from. Then it will be good to ask how are they doing? What are they busying themselves with during this time of quarantine? What do they miss? What do they miss about life from before? And what are they looking forward to? Those are some basic questions that you can ask in your note. Share some things. You can share some of the things that you've been doing, whether it's schoolwork or video games, whatever it is. You can share some things that you've been up to. You can share some things that you've been missing. You can also share what you are looking forward to most about when you get back into the normal world after things kind of, Lord willing, calm down. And then this is the key part, I think. And you can share a verse or verses that have been encouraging to you. You could also tell them how God has been working in you or your family. And with all of these are just ideas. You don't need to do all of these. These are just ideas that you can think about as you want to make a connection with an older person. Other ideas that you might have, make a bookmark with maybe a Bible verse on it, maybe just a drawing, and insert that into the note. Something that can kind of shows them who you are. You could put a flower into the card or something like that. Also, you could ask your parents and see what other ideas they might have to make this special for them. So that's kind of the idea. We want to reach out to the older people of our church and just let them know that we're thinking about them. Let them know that they're not forgotten. Few closing things. Like I said, pick 3 or 4 people on the roster in the description or in the email. It would be super helpful if you could communicate. If you do pick 3 or 4 people, just communicate that to me so that as awesome as it would be for multiple people to write to one person, we'd love to give coverage so that everybody is kind of written to. So that would be awesome. But also, at the same time, we got time. So feel free to go crazy and write to 10 or 15 people. What a neat thing it would do. It's a simple thing. It wouldn't take very long. But it could be really big for somebody. So reach out to me. Let me know who you would like to write to so that I can be kind of keeping a roster. And I look forward to doing this with y'all. Hope you're well.